If you feel stuck right now and you don't know why you can't continue to progress, you're working super hard, you feel like you're doing all the right things, but for some reason it feels like you're running in place, it feels like you're running in quicksand, and it feels like nothing you ever do is enough, then this message is for you. Because 4 years ago, that's exactly where I was. I just came off a college baseball career where my entire identity was attached to how well I could hit this little white ball coming at me, which looking back now is absolutely insane that that is how I determine my self-worth, but this is how a lot of people think. And so if you feel stuck right now, if you feel like you're trying super hard and you can't break through, then in this video, I'm gonna explain to you why exactly that is and how you can overcome that feeling, that barrier that is just feels like it's pushing you down. It feels like there's a gravitational pull keeping you back from going to where you want to go. And then you look at other people and you're like, wow, it looks so effortless for them. It looks so easy to them. I wish that I could insert whatever quality that that person that you look up to has. And I'm here to tell you that is the most dangerous thing that you could possibly say. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Nick. I run an online consulting company where I help sports coaches create their dream life by coaching athletes online. I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people, and I used to coach athletes online myself, and I used to be a Division I baseball player, and I've lived a bunch of different lives, right? I've lived all over the country, all over the world. And I'm here to tell you that as somebody who used to attach my identity to my ability to hit this little white pill coming at me, which is, physically very close to impossible, I'm here to tell you that if you feel stuck right now, it's because you likely are attaching your identity to the results that you're getting. Now, let me explain, okay? So when I was playing baseball, I was like one of the hardest workers on every team that I was on, or at least so I thought. There were probably other people that were working harder than me, but I thought I was a super hard worker. All I was doing was, hitting and lifting and doing all this stuff, doing all my research that I possibly could. But there were other guys on my team who I felt like maybe didn't work as hard as I did, but they were way better players than I were, okay? And I can think of like a couple examples right off the top of my head, like dudes that play in the major leagues that I took way more swings than, I probably spent more time in the weight room than, I probably spent more time studying than they did, and yet they were just a way better player than me. And it seemed like the game just came easy to them. And they could just continue to progress and learn from their mistakes, and to me, it felt like I was stuck in this cycle. And the reason why was because my identity was completely attached to the outcomes that I was getting. And because my identity was so attached to, did I get any hits today? Did I make a great play? Or if I made an error, then I would, no matter how many hits I got, I would feel terrible about myself. Or if I struck out a couple times, it didn't matter if I went 3 for 5. If I went 3 for 5 with a couple homers but 2 strikeouts, my self-worth was all the way down here. And so it's very difficult for you to continually and consistently progress over an extended period of time when your self-worth is attached to something that's so external, that's so beyond our control. Because life, let's be honest, throws you so many challenges. Life can be incredibly difficult. For example, just the other day, my grandpa actually passed away. And that is not easy to handle, right? And unfortunately, it's a part of life. And so things like that are going to come, right? You're going to deal with loss. You're going to deal with setback. You're going to deal with the ups and the downs of life. And when you attach your self-worth to the circumstances, the things that are happening right now and the outcomes that you can see right in front of you, you're always going to live this roller coaster life, and you're never going to quite get over that hump. Because the secret of the people who can just continue to progress and go up and to the right and achieve all of the goals that they want to achieve isn't some special talent. It's not some innate talent. It's just the fact that they've detached their self-worth from the results that they're getting in the day-to-day, and they get their confidence, they get their self-worth from something that they can actually control, right? And when I made this switch, everything opened up for me. It allowed me to see things so much more clearly. And it was incredibly difficult for me because for most of my life, I've been so ego-driven. I've been so driven by the validation of what I think other people perceive of me. So I've made so many of my decisions based on that, which is why I was so attached to the day-to-day, to the hit that I got that day. And so if you feel stuck right now, you feel like no matter what you can do or no matter what you do, it's not enough, I'll challenge you with this. How can you find the confidence in yourself that comes from the work that you're doing every single day? For example, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I go to the gym. No matter how I feel when that alarm goes off, I get up out of bed, I turn off the alarm, I actually set my phone in another room so it forces me to get up, right? I'm trying to optimize my environment to make it easy for me to win. Then I go to the gym, I work out as hard as I possibly can, regardless of if I feel amazing or if I don't feel very good. I go as hard as I possibly can, and then I come back here and I do the same thing every single day. And I get my non-negotiables out of the way, and that's what gives me the confidence to, maybe sometimes I don't make a new sale one day, or things don't go my way, or I try and talk to a woman and she's not interested. Right? These are all rejections that life will give us every single day. But if we're attaching how we feel about ourselves to the results or to the outcomes, then we're always going to have an external perspective or an external source of confidence. And that is why you feel like a roller coaster. That's why it feels like you can't break through, because you're so attached to something that is beyond your control. But if you just attach your confidence to the things that you can control, to the things that you are doing in the day-to-day, to the little wins, right? Finding reasons as to why you are awesome rather than finding reasons as to why you're not enough, right? I'll give you another example. I used to think that, I am not tall enough. I wish I was taller, right? I would always say things like that. But it's like, I'm over 6 feet tall. Like, do I wish I was 6'3"? Like, would it be dope to be 6'3"? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Like, who wouldn't want to be a couple inches taller? Maybe Yao Ming, right? But on the flip side, I could be so much shorter. So it all depends on how you look at it. Like, imagine if I was 5'8". You know what I mean? Like, I have so much more of an advantage in life because I'm over 6 feet tall. It's the reality, okay? And so for the longest time, I would always say, like, I wish I was 6'3", I wish I was 6'3". Then I just flip my perspective. Wow, how grateful am I that I'm over 6 feet tall? And when I'm wearing the right shoes, I'm 6'2". Like, how sick is that, right? So it's just a perspective shift to go from, I don't have enough, I am not enough, I need all these external rewards to feel good about myself, and switch it to, I'm going to get my confidence from the work I put in every single day, from the preparation I'm putting in, from the man that I'm becoming because of the actions that I'm taking. And I know over an extended period of time, I'm going to get exactly what I want. It may be difficult in the day-to-day. I may face rejection. No, I'm guaranteed to face rejection. I'm guaranteed to face difficulty. I'm guaranteed to face hardship. I'm guaranteed to face loss. So what are you going to do about it? How are you going to carry yourself in the day-to-day? So that way, regardless of what's going on in the world around you, you are in control of yourself. You are in control of how you feel. And you will go to work regardless of what is happening around you. And that is how you can feel good about yourself in the day-to-day and know that I'm going to take the necessary risks. I'm going to take the necessary actions to get to where I want, rather than this feeling of uncertainty. I'm not sure if I'm worthy because of what somebody else says. No. Find that within yourself because of the work that you're putting in. Make a promise to yourself. Keep a promise to yourself. When you set your alarm and it goes off in the morning, get out of bed and do the things that you know you need to be doing. Because in 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, you're going to look back and be so incredibly glad that you made that sacrifice and that you focused on the process. And you're going to be sitting there exactly where you want to be. So grateful that you put in that work. But you can only do that when you commit to the process, when doing the work is who you are. You are somebody who just gets up and does the thing day after day after day after day and doesn't need the external reward, because you find the fulfillment, you find the confidence within the work itself. That is how you break through these plateaus. That is how you feel good every day. That is how you get everything you want in life. And if you're a sports coach and you want to work with me directly, you can click the link in the description. Either way, hopefully you guys got a ton of value out of this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.